Hello, family. I know it's late. Who up with me while I get ready to do this quick chit chat before I wrap up tonight? I'm gonna give the family some time to get in here. Grand Rising Bunk G. I'm just up trying to wrap everything up, and I just wanted to come up here and have a chit chat real quick with the family. Right? I said I'm gonna come up here and do it for all for the YouTube and the Patreon family. Right? Just come up here and do a brief chit chat about some things. Good night, Chrissy. So, hi, family. I see a few of you all coming in here, but I wanted to say, I really want to say a few things, family. You know, as we getting into these lessons, some of you all who's in these lessons, right? I want you all to take away something much more than what you all expected to receive, and a lot of you all, you really are, right? You see what's going on, and I said, family, that we was going to do a lot of plugins after the completion of the ladder, which we are doing. You all see right now we on the life cycles, right? The cycles of life, um, the lifespan, and it's getting pretty heavy, right? You all see, family, what's going on is getting pretty heavy in there. This is for the spiritual family because everybody up here is not on that spiritual level, right? Some of us all are doing different things in our life. But I want you to know something. Those of you all who's in the lesson, we're going to break down every planet on that ladder because it's for a reason, right? I get heavy in some things with you all, right? It's important that I do that because I want you all to pay great detail about what's going on. You know, we have been deceived about a lot of things, family. They put things in reverse. Even in our doctrine that they give us, right? That has been tampered with. You all know, and I speak of this, right? And the reason why I speak of this, family, is because we need to be doing the greater good. We need to be changing things, even if we have made many mistakes and we have to repent for it, or we have, right? Our good, you know, energy that we putting out there going forth, we are opening up the doors for our children and our grandchildren, right? Going forward. And this is what a lot of people don't understand. You all see what's going on within the lifespans, right? We on the lifespans now. You all see how short some of these people lifespan is. Some have longevity. These are generational curses as well. We receive inflictions and we pay for the things that the generations before us have done. Just like our children and grandchildren and so forth is going to pay for some of the sins we are doing, right? It gets real deep, family, but I want you all to pay attention to the one thing, right? Because they tell us this and that about the planets, right? In all reality, everybody is supposed to work within the planetary realm according to their bloodline. It's for a reason because it's certain things that your family did, it's certain situations that your family created in there, and we need to be clearing those inflictions up, right? We need to be bringing healing and love and different things. We need to be working with the planetary energy around certain times, right? To bring that energy forth. And a lot of us is not doing it because we don't understand that's what we're supposed to be doing. We don't understand that the planetary energy is aligned for us to do that, right? And at certain times it opens up for us to do certain things. We're not taught that. We're just told if you are this zodiac, your planet, you work with this planet, right? But that's not really the case. Although we take pieces from each planet, right? Because just like we take pieces from each zodiac, because we are all interconnected. So we inherit a piece of each one of them, right? We inherit that. That's the inheritance, because our bloodline have mixed and mingled throughout the centuries. So we are a part of each one of them. We just have a percentage of more than other parts, right? So I want you all to know that and pay attention to that. Understand that. I want you to see Mercury for an example, because I want you all to see what they have been doing. They have been designing things, they have been setting things up, right? And it's designed to be set up like this. They do it, maliciously for these things to happen. I want you all to look at Mercury, right, family? Mercury is not just the planet of technology, right? Not just the planet of communication, right? Mercury represents the fathers, right? Mercury is the planet of the fathers. It represents the fathers. I tell you, family, Mercury throw out the lifespan, okay? When we deal with Mercury, we deal with Mercury in twos, okay? Mercury is the planet that throw out the twos to you. Whether your lifespan is going to be divided by 2, multiplied by 2, added by 2, you understand? Subtracted by 2. Mercury is going to do that, okay? Cut your life right in half. You better believe it. I'm teaching you all that now. You all see what's going on, right? But I'm going to say this one thing. You see, a lot of people, right? A lot of us don't have the fathers in the home. I want you all to pay attention to that. They've been designed to get some of these fathers out of the home, right? You know how important it is to work with that planet, with Mercury energy, and the relationship that you need to have with your father? That's very important. That deals with your lifespan. And I want you all to look right now what's going on in the world when a lot of people come from broken homes or don't have father in the home, right? They're out there, they committing crimes, they doing all other kind of unthinkable things that brings inflictions to their bloodline. When you bring inflictions to your bloodline, family, you shorten the lifespan in your bloodline, okay? You create different illnesses within your bloodline, right? We get certain inflictions, okay? So certain sins that we do bring on afflictions, what causes the different karma that we're going to receive, whether it's an illness or some other thing we're going to receive, like a short lifespan or so forth like that. And don't think that it's going to miss you, because sometimes it will skip you and get your children. You understand? Sometimes it will skip 2 generations and get the 3rd generation, get your grandchildren. So nobody is dismissed from this, okay? You have to be out here, you have to be operating out of integrity, you got to be doing the greater good. People's lifespan has been cut in half, have been cut short because of some of the shortcomings that they parents, their grandparents, their great-grandparents, their ancient ancestors has done, and you don't even know how you're supposed to tap into planetary energy, right? To do the greater good within those planets and see where you align at with the planetary energy, so you could do the necessary work so you could release yourself from that bondage and release your children and your grandchildren and so forth from that bondage. So these are some of the things that we have to do. And these are some of the things that we should be doing that they don't tell you about, right? They don't teach that, right? They tell you all the sugar-coated things, but they're not telling you the things that you really need to do to get your soul right. See, I'm the one, I'm going to tell you the thing. I'm not going to sugarcoat the things and go with the masses is saying out there. You're not going to get that from me, because I know better, right? I tell you, family, I'm a messenger. And when the ancestors set me down to say, this is what we need you to do, you all going to get it straight from the spiritual realm, the messages that's needed, right? So the information that is needed. If I ask the ancestors, is this how it's supposed to go from what I'm hearing out there? And the ancestors say, no, that's not how it goes because X, Y, Z. That's what you all going to get. I'm not going to fall into that category with everybody else and tell you all what you want to hear. That's not going to happen with me, right? And you all should know that by now, right? Those of you who have been with me for years, you already know that, okay? So I'm never going to do that. I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. I'm going to be straightforward with the information. I may not want to tell you, right, all of unsettling things, right? I'd rather not talk about it. But if you need to know, I will get deep into it, right? So right now, we are doing the lifespan, right, family? That's heavy energy to know, you know, the lifespan of someone. And that's why I say, family, don't utilize it on yourself or your children because some of us, right? Some of us is not ready for that. But utilize it on the ones that already has passed away, right? Utilize it on them because then you can see where their shortcomings come from. Everything plays a role, right? The day you were born, the day you die. And I'm going to get into that as well as we go on, right? In this, you know, life cycles lessons. I'm going to show you everything, right? How it all plays out. But these are the things that they don't want you all to know about the planetary alignment because they don't want you to know how to usher in that prosperity and abundance the correct way, the way that you're supposed to, right? Some of us is still in stagnation because we're not doing what we need to be doing. That's why some of us is still in stagnation, family. So just know that certain things that we're supposed to be doing in our life, and some of us is not doing it, right? So I wanted to come here before I wrap it up because I've been doing spiritual work all day today, family. And I said, I'm gonna come here and, you know, say little things to the family, right? Open your eyes to some things to see what's really going on out here, right? Family, we have been deceived about a lot of things, right? We got to start breaking these things down and busting it wide open so, you know, you can see what's going on. Even with our celebrities, I tell you, family, pry in them. Pry into these celebrities that they got out here, which they tell you that they are the stars. You understand? But you are really the star, right? You are really the star because you're out here, you're emulating what these so-called stars are doing, and they're really fallen ones. Look at them. Just look at some of them, right? This is not a way that you should be portraying your life. You understand? So I tell you, family, do it on some of them and see where their shortcomings are at or their blessings are at. Look at them. See what's going on with them. Utilize them for an example. That's what they are. They are examples of how you should live your life or how you shouldn't live your life, right? So utilize them so you can see what's going on in there. It gets heavy, family, and it's going to get heavy. I know as the days follow, right? Because we are doing a lot, we are learning a lot. I'm teaching a lot, and it's going to get heavy. And those who's taking their life or their children life or their grandchildren life seriously, this message is for you. If you're not worried about what's going on with you, but you're worried about what's going on with everybody else, then this message is not for you, right? Because we need to be clearing up this karmic debt, right? Clearing generational curses from our bloodline. See, that's what they don't speak about, that these things can be cleared and you can do it, right? So that way, when you bring children forth in this world, their life expectancy is longer, right? They're not stripped of their lifespan. But in order to do that, we should be operating out of integrity. We should be following every rule in every house as we go along in life. So I wanted to share that with you all, family, because it's a lot of things that's going on out here, right? It's a lot of things that's going on out here, family, that they hiding and deceiving us about. So I want my spiritual family, I done said this before, I want us all to win, right? I want us all to win. If I could direct you or guide you on the right path, trust me, I'm going to do that. I want us all to win. Bunk G said, I emailed you a few weeks ago. Bunk G, you probably going to have to resend that, because if that was a few weeks ago, I'm sure you are, I probably can't even find that right now, right? Just resend it and put Bunk G in there so I know that that's you. Okay, resend it and somewhere put Bunk G where I know that that's you in the subject. Yes, that's why we need to show kids to do the greater good. Yes, Chrissy, most definitely. This is why it's extremely important to teach our children, right, to do the greater good in life. Because what they do in their life, right, as time goes on, it's going to impact their children and their grandchildren. And I done said this before, family, and I'm gonna say it again. Just because you don't have any children, for some who don't and thinking they got away with it, so they could do whatever they want, right? They don't have to do the greater good, because I don't have no children, so I'm not worried about no inflictions. Family, when you get incarnated, because some of us is coming right back here. Some of us is coming right back here. Don't think you coming to back, you're gonna be born back into a life of glamour, right? And prosperity and abundance. You're gonna come back to a life of hell and misery. You understand? Because that's the same misery you left going out of here. You're gonna come right back to that same misery. Will be waiting for you, right? With another family. That's all. But you're gonna come back to that same misery. You understand, family? What's going on? So it's time for us to reclaim, reclaim our position. Start doing the greater good and start walking in your divine light. Stop being the kings and queens that you really are. This is what you have to start doing. Start knowing that you are the gods and the goddesses, right? Walk out of integrity and claim your throne back. Because that's why a lot of us is having a short life expectancy, right? We're being shortchanged for a lot. One of the things is they done took father out of the home. So you don't even know how to have a relationship with father. You don't know how to have a relationship with father. You don't know how to bring love and healing to father. You don't know how to do none of these things, because they done took father out of most of these homes, right? They done told you that you don't need a man in the home. We don't need father in the home. I'm mommy and daddy, right? This is what they telling a lot of my family. But you don't even know. You opening up the doors for generational curses when these things is going on. So as we get down the line, you'll see whichever one, because we all play a role, and you're going to see within every alignment, it plays a role. It's either father, mother, grandfather, son, grandmother, daughter, grandchild, granddaughter, you understand? Every planet has a role, and it belongs to a family lineage, right? So you got to know that, family. You got to know what's really going on out here. See, like I said, they tell you the sugar-coated, they tell you the watered-down version, but they don't tell you the things that you need to know for prosperity, abundance, and sustain a long, healthy life, right? We want longevity within our lifespan. You understand? The demons don't want you all to know that. There's some things going on out here, family, right? That we've been lied and deceived about. They done flip things around. They told you one way, but really is reverse. Right? They tell you one thing, but it's really reverse. They tell you one thing, but then they don't tell you the rest of it. You understand, family? So I don't want to regurgitate the things that they already have out there, that they're already telling you all. I want to tell you the things that you all don't know is what I'm teaching you all now, and you all see for yourself, right? How these things are playing out. I want to teach you those things that you don't know, and is an eye opener for you, and now you all can see, my goodness, the deception in it. So not only do I teach it, I show it to you all, and you all utilize it, and we all do examples, right? We all get volunteers up there. So when I utilize these stars, they are the volunteers. We utilizing them. They are the volunteers. So when you all see me throw a star up there, celebrity up there, that's the volunteer. We utilizing them. We're gonna pry all in there and see everything that's going on. And you see how it aligns, right? And I tell you, family, look in your own life, look in your own backyard, right? But some things don't tap into because some of you all not ready, because some of you all going to be heartbroken by some of the things you all going to find out, right? So if you're not ready to go down that deep territory, don't do it. Just learn it. Don't tap into it. Just learn it, right? Because some of us is going to be very disappointed, okay? And some of us going to understand how much it pays to repent for some things so we could bring longevity and abundance and prosperity going forth into our bloodline, so into our children's lives and our great-grandchildren's and our grandchildren. You understand? We got to bring that forth. So don't think just because you clearing up, you doing the greater good, oh, that's for everybody out there in the world. Yes, everybody out there in the world benefits from it because you with your actions, what you do in life, right? It affects everybody else around you, not just yourself. It impacts everybody else. But the direct blessings is going to come through you, right? From you. So it's going to be your children and everybody else down that line, right? And when you don't do the greater good and you don't have, anybody to pass that on, so you don't have anyone, any children or offsprings you don't have, don't worry, it'll be waiting for you when you get back. You understand? Incarnation is very real. You all see who rules incarnation, right? The moon give us incarnations, pain and suffering, generational wealth. So what we do in our shadow self, that's that moon energy. What we do there, we're going to have to pay some consequences for that. And if we do the greater good, we're going to usher in that generational wealth. You understand? So know that the planets and these moons, it means a whole lot, family, right? I even plugging in ones that they don't teach us about, but it's there. And I said, family, when we look at the lifespan, I said, those numbers, those other numbers, it means something. But right now I'm just focusing on the lifespan. That's all, because that's where I'm at with you all. But you all see, because every number aligns with something, right? Numerology is very real when it comes to your life, when it comes to your prosperity, when it comes to your abundance, when it comes to your connection, right? So I want you all to know that, family. This is very real. Right? And those of you all who's in these classes and you all see for yourself, you all see that this stuff is very real, right? This ain't no hocus pocus, okie dokie. This is real stuff, family. This is real life experiences that you don't even know about, that's being hidden from you because you're in that deep sleep. Once you start looking at things on a spiritual level, you can spiritually see the things that need to be seen. You're not looking at things eye level, so on this physical level. Some people's just walking around here, just living day to day, they oblivious to what's going on out there, right? They don't even see the spiritual side of things. But once you start tapping in on a spiritual level, family, you all will see, right? Once you start making the connection with your creator, and the ancestors, you're going to see life on a whole different level, right? So I want you to know that, family. It's a lot going on out here that we being deceived about. I'm committed, making sacrifices for better good. Yes, yes, you better be, right? We all need to be. We all better be, right, Chrissy? So yes. Highlight, how are you? Hi, spiritually guided. So yes, family, these are the things that we need to be doing. And I know sometimes I come up here, sometimes I don't always have time to come up here. I know family have been asking me, Ms. T, when you gonna do the cases, like you used to. And I said, family, I'm trying to get up here to do it, but I have so much work that I'm doing in the background, not just my day-to-day life, because I'm working, right? So YouTube is not my job, right? And I tell you, family, my spiritual work, I do that part-time. But I said I'm gonna try to, get my schedule together, right, going forward, so I can be doing, the cases and different things like how I used to do. But right now, family, I told you, it's all about saving souls. We already know where the souls are that departed from here. We know where they at. Even if we haven't found they physical remains yet, we know where they at, right? We know where they are. It's the living ones, right? I have to get on the right track. It's these living ones that need to get on the right track, and we need to do the greater good, because we need to start ushering generational blessings in our bloodline. So that's why you all see me doing this. I'm doing the old switch right now because, Ancestors says it's all about saving souls, right? They done took us down that dark path, and we see what is going on, and now it's time for us to get our souls right. So utilize some of these people as a wake-up call to get your souls together, right? So it's some things that we need to be doing in order to pay homage to our ancestors and the Creator, in order to have that, that communication, that flow of communication going, right? In order to make that connection, we need to be doing. But I just wanted to bring that to your attention so you all could see how important these planets are. Each planet is important. The sun is important, right? They don't get into that. Everybody should be making a connection with the sun. That's the creation of all life. Bring forth all life. That is the creator's realm there. You understand? Bring nutrients. Everything grows and blossoms in the sun, right? It brings forth life, family. It's things that we need to be doing, right? So the planets is not just the planets that's there. That's why you think our ancient ancestors used to go out there and communicate with the stars, right? The moons, the planets, the sun, right? They used to go out there and do certain things during certain times, especially certain times of the year, to make that connection, right? But now they spray in the sky. You can't even see what's going on in the sky, right? This is all designed for a reason. You got this haze going on out there. You can't even make a connection the way you want to. But it's beautiful to see these things. You look in the night sky, you can't even see the stars like you used to. You understand the stars? That's us, right? Those some zodiacs, the ones that they call the little zodiacs, right? Us, the zodiac, the minions, because that's what the zodiacs are. But the zodiacs is supposed to be meant to be the stars, right? Some good stars and some fallen stars, but those are the stars, right? The ones that's getting ready to come forth back down to earth, right? To be reborn, and the ones that's getting sent back up there. So you all need to know that it's some things that's going on, and we don't talk about these things. The only thing we talk about is the frivolous things, right? It's not of importance, right? It's not telling me nothing about how to clear up any generational curses in my bloodline and usher in prosperity to my family bloodline. You understand, family? I need to know something that's going to usher in prosperity, longevity, and that's what I'm teaching. So that's what you all need to know, family. So it's some things that we need to be doing in our life, right? So don't sleep on that. Get out that deep sleep and awaken that spiritual eye and see what's going on, right? Oh yeah, mood change in the sun, happiness. Oh yes, most definitely. And that's why some people, and that's exactly why I tell you all, that's why I did the seasons with you all as well, right? I did the seasons so some of the family know and who's in control of the seasons. That's why some of us during certain seasons, we're happier than other seasons. Certain seasons we get more depressed, right? It's like a downer. Look on those realms. Look on the realms and see what's going on. That's why, right? You harness that energy. It's letting off that energy. And if you don't work with the different planets and you don't know how to harness and handle that energy, right? If you never brought love and healing to your ancestors or to the creator, right? If you never repent for anything, if you never did anything on a spiritual level, how are you going to know how to work or deal with certain situations, right? Certain energies that you pick up because the planets is letting off those energies. You're not going to know, right? Just like when the full moon come, right? And the full moon is doing its job, some of us, the beasts come out of us. We don't even know how to tame the beasts in us, right? We go out there and act a fool. You understand? But if you work along with your different energies and master some things and do communication and do the necessary work that you should be doing, then you'll know how to handle these energies when it comes across you, right? You know how to operate. And not only that, the different energies know how to operate with you. Okay, so you know how to be calm. You know when it's soothing. You know when to do certain things. You know how to react. So it's some things that goes on. I'm not going to get deep into it because I know I should be wrapping it up, right, family? But I wanted to just come up here and do a quick chit chat, family. But there's a whole lot of things, and I say, family, don't get it twisted, family, because your sister know how to do a lot of things, and even on the spiritual, right, side of things. I done showed you all, not just tell you all, I show you all, right? But I don't talk about a lot of things that I know how to do, right? I don't talk about it. It's for a reason for a lot of those things, but I tell you, family, you don't have to utilize it, but just know it, right? And these are things that work, right? You put it to use and you see you benefit from it. So I want to share that with you all, family, let you all know that, yes, why pyramid has certain openings for certain planets and starts, they know, yes. And that's another thing, right? That's why you all see that I've been putting it on a ladder for you all, right? So for my family, yes, these different things, it's sacred. You understand? And you can unlock doors with certain symbols as well, right? Like these pyramids, the triangle, right? There's certain things, right? I got them plugged in for you all on the ladder. I'm not finished plugging all of them in, but I got some of them, the geometric symbols plugged in for you all, family, so you all could see where they actually belong and who they actually belong to and how you can work with them, right? So these different sigils or, whatever you want to call it, sacred symbols, whatever you want to call them, okay? Whatever sound good, right, for you to call them. But they're all the same thing. But how you could work with certain ones because that's on in your family bloodline, right? That's for you to make a connection with them, right? And you can utilize them to open up doors, right? Open up prosperity and abundance for you and your loved ones. Open up, longevity within whatever it is that you're trying to do. So yes, all of these things, it means something, family, right? Everything that we need is encoded within us, right? And everything that is not encoded within us is all surrounded by us within this earth. So the natural things of this earth, the natural crust of the earth, the natural dirt of the earth, the natural herbs of the earth, right? The natural sun of the earth, the natural moon, so the darkness of this earth is all here. It's all here, right? So it's a lot, family, and you'll see, family, we got a lot encoded in us. We are the crystal. We are the crystals, right? We are the emerald tablets. That's us. We are the emeralds. We are precious. We are the diamonds. You understand? So it's some things that we have to first discover ourselves before we can really see things on a spiritual level. And that's what it is, family, because I have a lot of family that's still searching for themselves, right? But when you go deep within, go on that meditation, start making a connection with the creator, right? The most high, you all will see, right? It's all within. Our creator is within us, right? Walks through us. Our ancient ancestors walk through us. That's why we have the sun sign and the shadow self, right? Day and night. Some of us is just operating out of our moon sign, and some is operating out of our sun sign, right? So some we are garnering all the strengths and we operating out of that, and some we garnering all the weaknesses and we operating out of that. You can just look at the people and see what they're doing in their daily lives, and you see how they operating, right? You'll know if they operating out of their sun sign or their moon sign, right? Deception or the hurt and pain, right? The depression, you'll see, right? So there's a lot of things that go on, family, but I just want that to just think about some things, family, right? And think about the connections that we need to be making in this planetary energy and how I tell you, family, Mercury rules or that's the father's planet, right? That energy right there deals with the fathers. And I'm stressing that for a reason, because I tell you that Mercury deals with the lifespan. Mercury deals with the lifespan, family. And if they take the fathers out of the home, right? Or you don't have the father in the home, or you don't know how to connect with your father, see, all these things is shortening your lifespan in areas. It's a lot that goes on in there, family. It's a lot, right? I'll get into it deeper and, later on, right? I know it's almost 2 o'clock in the morning, family, and I'm up here doing this chit chat with you all, but I wanted to say that before, I wrap up everything and get off of here. Like I said, just learned that our menstrual cycles are like moon cycles. Oh, yes. Oh, yes, right? I did the moon phases with the family. We did all the moon phases, and I showed you all, right, family? When the certain moons come, some of the moons, we are attached to that moon by a bloodline. See, because that's the things they don't tell you, right? That by our bloodline, by our DNA, we are attached to certain planetary energies, certain moon cycles. You understand? We are attached. And during the certain phase, I even put the bloodlines down for you all, right? Within the moon phases, I put the bloodlines down, right? So within the moon phases, when you are connected to your phase, you're going to either be starting your cycle around that phase or ending it around that phase, or it's going to just be starting during that phase. Okay? So yes, that's how we are supposed to be connected. If you're out of alignment, you're not going to have that connection, right? So around every certain moon, and that's how you know when your moon phase is coming. You feel the connection. You can feel that, right? Not only will you feel it, but for my women who still get their monthlies, they're going to have their menstrual around those cycles, right? And I tell you, family, the greater good that you do on your moon sign, right? Stop operating, because the moon could tell us a lot, right? The moon could tell us a lot about the hidden things of ourselves that is either trauma or things that we don't want other people to know. So the deception that we do, right? That we try to hide from others or ashamed of, and we keep it bottled in, right? So the moon could tell us a lot about ourselves. So we should be working with these energies with the moon, because Moon is control of pain and suffering. That's why some of us have real bad menstrual cramps. You understand? Moon, that's moon giving you that. Moon gives you pain, suffering. I tell you, for things that has happened, right? So we get pain and suffering, or we get generational wealth. So the more that you do the greater good, you'll see that those cramps that you was getting, it'll ease up, right? Over time, it'll ease up, right? The more you are in tune. Sometimes you'll get those cramps to let you know, yes, it's coming. I'm on my way. I'm on my way, right? The phase is coming. That's your time. That's your energy source, right? When your moon phase come, family, that's your energy source for you to tap into that energy. You can do some things, family. You understand? You can do some things during that time. Depends on what you want to do. If you want to act like the beast and be the beast you are, right? Let the beast come out of you and destroy some things, you can do that. If you want to garner in, love and healing and prosperity, you can do that. That's your phase, right? You can do that. So it's some things that connects us to the different things we use, the different crystals and the different incense and the different phases and the different planets. It all aligns us, right? But it all aligns us all, not just by zodiac, okay, by bloodline too. Because I know that they got these zodiacs all jumbled up. So that's why I say, family, go by your bloodline. That you know for sure. You understand? Go by your bloodline. And just to be safe, just follow all the laws along your journey. You'll be okay. You don't have to worry about no mishaps then, right? So yes, there's some things that we should be doing, right? And we should know who we should operate with, who we should work with, and who we shouldn't, because even like down to the crystals that they try to tell you all is taboo. Those are, those crystals are the souls and spirits of your ancestors. You understand? Some crystals we shouldn't even be working with, and some crystals we should be working with. That's the bloodline there, right? They let off the energy that is needed, right? These are things embedded in the earth. So these are things that we should be working with. Or the earth's energy. We should be working with that. You're very welcome, Chrissy. Tanisha said moon god is Yah, right? And sun god is Yahweh, right? And Yah men that tell us the blessings, they turn to amen, right? I done said this, family. So there's a lot of things that's going on. It's a lot, family, that we've been deceived about, but it's time for us to start reclaiming back, what belongs to us. And when I say us, I'm talking about all of my family that's up here. Okay, all of my family that's up here. We need to start doing that. Some people hate when I preach this message because they don't want my family to have the spiritual knowledge that is needed to usher in prosperity and abundance. They don't want my family to know these things. But my family needs to know these things, and we need to start garnering in this generational wealth, and we need to stop these inflictions. So in order to stop the inflictions, we need to stop the sins that we are in, right? And we don't pass judgment on anybody about a sin that they may be in. We just to encourage and enlighten them so they can get out of that sin, because we all are in some kind of sin, right, family? So I just want to say that. But these sins bring inflictions, right? We out there using profanity. We out there not taking care of our family, right? Leaving the family to struggle. We get inflictions for that. We out there, I don't know, committing incest. We out there murdering people. This bringing generational curses to your bloodline. That's why they got you all out there acting a fool, murdering each other. Line is going to stay in poverty and have a short lifespan. Look at the lifespans, what's going on, especially with the Hebrews. Look at what's going on, family. Look at what's going on for my family who's taking the lessons, right? A lot of them got short lifespans, but also look in the background, look in the home, look at what the family's doing, look at what they like, look at, you understand? Go on the ladder, see the family lineage in there, right? See where they get the generational curses from. See what's going on. This is very real, family. Look in your own life, see what's going on. Oh, yeah, family, you better believe it. So it's, like I said, it's deception, family, out here that they don't want you all to know. But I know my spiritual family is waking up to this, right? You all see what's going on. You all could apply what's going on, and you all could apply it to other people and look right there in their backyard and see things play out silently if it need to be, right? Because you can't tell everybody your path either, and I'm aware of that. So sometimes you just gotta watch things silently, right? Because everybody is not receptive to who you are or what you do. Like said, social misty, even headaches to hint to me to meditate more, focus on healing more. Yes, right? Yes. And don't overwork yourself, don't overdo it, right? Definitely. So it's a lot of things that we have to do, right? Even, here on this earth, we're not just here on this earth, just this is a spiritual realm, right? Mother Earth is a spiritual realm, family. We're supposed to be here on Mother Earth. We're in the womb of Mother Earth. We are all of Mother children. We're supposed to be doing a greater good, but they destroying Earth. And that's why the ancestor says cancer belongs to Earth, right? Because that's the sins that we have been doing. Because of the sins, we're going to receive that infliction, and that's cancer. You see how much the cancer falls throughout the ladder, family? That's the sins, right? And I tell you, family, that is not always an eye for an eye because our sin is not measured, right? A sin is a sin, no matter how big or small, it's a sin. So it's not being measured. So you can't judge somebody because they sinning in one way and you sinning in a different way. You understand? And we are not the judger to pass judgment. We have to be open-minded, right? And we have to go into things non-judgmental. So I want to say that, family, but you all have a blessed night, family. And have a good weekend as well, family, because I don't think I'm gonna be up here this weekend, but you are probably going to see me definitely next week. I'll be up here, family. I'll try to get a case out because I know a lot of family has been emailing me regarding some cases. I'll try to get a case on the channel, and I will also try to come up here and do some messages or something with the family, right? So I'm gonna get off of here because I know it's late, and I just wanted to come up here before I wrap it up. But family, just think about some things, right? And see how important it is for, us to have a bond, right, with our family, with our loved ones. And even if the separation has happened, we still need to bring love and healing energy to that individual. That's important. So have a good night, family. You're very welcome. Like